How do I say it? How do I say it? Toastmaster to that?
A very good afternoon to Toastmasters and guests. My speech for today is to present to you about my communication style. What I came to know about doing this project is there are multiple communication styles. Since we have a lot of new members and guests, let me explain the types of communication styles we have. They are broadly classified into 4 categories. They are direct communication, there is initiative communication, there is supportive communication, and finally, analytical communication. To understand it a little better, I'll take a simple example. Let's say I want to ask our Ashok Kumar sir to eat one samosa. Okay. In direct communication, I'll tell him, sir, please eat this samosa. In initiative communication, I'll tell him a story of how I went to buy the samosa. But then there was a new shop, so they were having organic samosa. Then I'll ask him whether he likes organic food. I hope he says yes. Then I'll tell him this samosa is made of a lot of ingredients, which is handpicked. So if you eat this samosa, it's going to be very good for you. So please have it. This is initiative communication. Then there we have this supportive communication. In that, I will tell him that the samosa I understand is made of oil, but then there is also some good ingredients like ginger. So if you eat this samosa, it's going to help your throat and it will help you to think much better. So please have it. This is supportive communication. Then fourth one, what we have is called analytical communication, where in that I just simply present in the fact that the samosa has 250 calories. So if you eat this, you're going to be full until you have your dinner. This is analytical communication. I hope with this you're able to understand the difference between the 4 communication styles. So now let's go into what is my communication style. So when I did the project, I understood that I have multiple communication styles and I use each one for a specific purpose. When I talk to my friends and family, I use direct communication, where whatever I want to say, I'll tell them frankly in a short and less descriptive manner. When I talk to my office colleagues who are engineers, I use initiative communication. What initiative communication means is that I'll share them stories, I'll create a friendly environment, and I'll give some time for them to share their feedback, share their opinion. The reason I do this is because as an engineer, my job is to solve problems. A problem solved for me might create another problem for a fellow engineer. So my final objective is to make sure all parties are able to come to a conclusion which is unilaterally accepted. So I use this type of communication. In fact, this communication helps us to create a long-term bond. When I talk to somebody who is very highly experienced or someone way up the ladder, I use analytical communication, where I simply present them with facts and figures, and I give them some time to process the new information which is given. So one key point here is to tell them what they need to know and not what all I can tell them. So by this way, we are able to come to a conclusion fast. And there is the final type of communication, which I use and not just me, and in fact we all use in our Toastmasters, is supportive communication. However bad the speech may be, or however nervous one might feel, we still say, you have done a good job. The speech was good, right? So we give this support for the greater good of each other. Not just in Toastmasters, I'm sure we all do it in office environmental as well. And personally, I've seen it making wonders. Now with this, we have seen what is my communication style with family, friends, in office and outside. My biggest learning about communication style was at my home with my wife. Since wives comes under friends and family, I use direct communication. But then in the first year of my marriage, when my wife used to ask, how was the food? I used to say, it was good. One fine day, when she asked how was the food, I said, it was okay, little salty. Then I went on to make face like this. So the problem here is, I should have stopped when I said it was okay, but I didn't. Or I should have stopped when I said it was salty, but I didn't. The use of this non-verbal communication made it much worse. finally, I would say it was not well appreciated. So what I came to learn from that is that, direct communication is good if it is a positive feedback, and it is not so well accepted if it is a negative feedback. Then what is the right type of communication for this thing? Well, to be frank, it is like, I mean, what I do now is I use a bit of all communication style. I sometimes do supportive, I sometimes do initiative communication, and I sometimes do analytical. To be frank, it is like Elon Musk sending rocket to space. There will be a lot of blast, and I hope I eventually succeed. So, to conclude, to be a good speaker, you should be able to understand the situation and customize your communication style based on the audience. I'm really happy doing this project as it gives me a finer understanding of the communication style. It's been a pleasure sharing this with you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.